Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. It's so good to spend some more time with you guys. I'm gonna talk all about phonics, about letters. Yeah, their songs, that is, because I was asked a question and I think it's an important question. Those of you who are joining me for the first time, I am Naisha. I am a teacher. I teach in the Caribbean. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would definitely appreciate it. And yeah, we'll have more time together, more videos together, guys. So let's just get right into it, guys. So the question is, how should I teach my child letter songs? And do you know the answer to that question? So I think there's no one definite answer to the question, but there are different perspectives. Best practices can always mesh together, guys. I'm gonna attempt to give you my perspective on this thing. I would say that this thing, we in the Caribbean have made it very complex over the years. The British was the last persons to colonize our islands, and so we got our language from them. And we are supposed to be using the British English. Supposed to. But you know, with technology and so much influences, we use their American language a lot. Yeah, we do. And even like some of our phrases and so on, they can extend to like Australian and New Zealand and all those native speaking countries. The English accent is hard compared to that of the American accent. And the British seems to add the schwa song a lot to their letter songs, while the Americans, they seem to add the short I sound. Because of that, you're gonna hear like a different accent. Remember now, guys, I don't have a master's or a PhD in what I'm saying. It's just logics, okay, and experiences. It helps you to actually come to a conclusion.
It's not rocket science, guys.
I think maybe it's just a miscommunication in terms of the language, and so a lot of us grew up with the a sound added to our letters. And I think that teachers of yesteryear, many years ago, they were the ones who helped to contribute to this. And some of them, they really didn't know better. I have witnessed that. I was placed on the Youth Empowerment Service Program, which is a YES program, where they create internship for young individuals. And I can remember being placed into the primary school. I went into several classes while they were doing reading, and I would have heard these teachers adding the a sound to their letter songs. However, I think that actually took a turn when Jolly Phonics was introduced to the Caribbean or to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know, specifically. With that program, people were now aware that yes, the songs are softer. So back then in the Caribbean, when you made the letter F song, you used to say fa, 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 fa. Or if you were schooled better, you would say f. Yeah, because you add the schwa song instead of a. And saying the k song, you used to say ka, ka. If you were schooled better, you'll say k, k. Letter R song, you'll say ra, ra. Or if you were schooled better, you'll say ra, ra, ra. Guys, this is not funny, this is true. The t song, you would say ta, ta, ta. If you were schooled better, you would say t, t, t. If you were making the 8th song, you would say ha, ha, ha. If you were schooled better, you would say huh, 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 instead of saying if you're making a B song, you'll say ba, ba, ba. If you were school better, you'll say b, b, b. But now we'll hear, you know, like we just take it extra, guys. We just take extra. But really and truly, the song is not a song. The song is a schwa song. So we hear, oh, yeah, that's what we're supposed to hear. Oh. And the list can go on and on. So with that, guys, you find that there's an issue with pronunciation. Yeah, so people would call the words very broad. Yeah, it can confuse their way that they would say the word, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna give you an example. So if you're teaching a child dog, the word dog, everybody knows dog. So remember, for the vowels, you won't hear the schwa song added to them. It's more for the consonants that you would hear the schwa song added. So you hear the, o, g. So in here, it's gonna sound as though you have two songs going on here. So it's gonna sound like you have d and added to it. You're gonna hear d, og, d, og, d, og. So the schwa song that we are adding here, the song that we are adding here, it's going to overpower this vowel song. And that can be a problem for a lot of students or learners. The, og, the, og, dog. So do you hear the difference in the word? Dog, the, og, the, og, dog. So I am not saying dog anymore. I'm saying dog. So that's one of the effects of adding that schwa sound to your consonants. The next thing is that it can also be confusing when you have to actually do the blending. The sound is already there. It can very much confuse the learner where they would still stress on the vowel song. And if they put a stress on the vowel song to get to blend, it's going to be difficult for them to actually put the whole word together. So you would hear like the way that they would pronounce their words would not be like one, like the pronunciation would not be smooth. It's going to sound as though they're saying the word in pieces. So they're going to be like the og, 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 the og. One of the things that strike me a lot though is in teaching ESL online, I find that a lot of the students online teaching English as a second language, like to students in China, Taiwan, and those places, a lot of them, those are the songs that they learn. Like some of them even have like the added to it, like the fa and the ba and the ra. Guys, it's no joke. They even have those. And there are some of them who have the schwa song added to them. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect like that to ever happen. And I could see sometimes why they would want native speakers, but I do think that native speakers themselves also teach them that way because sometimes they do this as a way of putting a stress on the song because sometimes it's hard to get them to learn the actual softer songs. And because of that, they like just say the word, say the songs harder. And when they choose the harder way of saying the song, it's like, you put a mess into it. But surprisingly, a lot of these people, like even the young ones, like at 5 and 6 years, 4 years old, they can read a lot of words in English. So that's the thing too. Does this really, really affect them to that extent? It can affect them, but as I say, it's the way that you put it across and how much time you actually have to scaffold to make sure that they understand that there's nothing added there, as in for them to understand that they still have to give the vowel song that's there, and they still have to try to make sure that this vowel song that is in the word itself, that it overpowers the schwa song or the a song that is there. So remember, guys, me not have no PhD, me not have no masters in this kind of thing, yeah. No, I don't. Right? But from whatever little side knowledge and that kind of thing, guys, I can tell you that it would be best to teach the softer songs if you know them. If you don't know them, go look up online, Jolly Phonics. Jolly Phonics is one of the easiest one, and that's one that we have been using. It's very popular. Go up, look up that, and just learn the songs or have your child watch, and they learn faster. So just allow them to watch, and they will learn the songs fast. All you have to do is reinforce with the actual grapheme of the word, so that they can recognize that okay, this is the letter that matches that song, and you guys are good to go once you do that. So yeah, do your bit, and it's gonna make your accent better. It's gonna make your blending better, easier. So I can definitely tell you that the schwa song will not stop every child from learning how to song words and blend words. No, it's not gonna stop every child. And it may not stop a lot of children. So the thing is, if the child has really good discrimination skills in terms of their audio discrimination, their visual discrimination, the schwa song would not really hinder their learning in terms of reading and sounding out words, blending, that kind of thing. It would be that the children, they would be able to song the letters, they'll be able to blend the songs, and when it's time to give the whole word or to pronounce the whole word, they can use like their vocabulary and from whatever words they know, and then they can say, okay, they didn't get it like 100% smooth. Let's say they get it about 75% smooth or 80% smooth. Then they would be able to say, okay, this is the word. Yeah, this is the word. So it may not affect every child, if you understand me. But the far one, I can see it affecting a lot of children, especially when the sound is not, the vowel sound is not ah, when it's a completely different song. Because if it's ah, the same song, then what would happen is that the child would be able to call the word still. The word may have a bit of stress in it, or it may sound dragged, or it may sound a bit broad. But when it's another vowel song, then as I said before, this schwa song, this all song, it's going to overpower that vowel song. So thank you guys so much for being here for yet another video. Remember to continue to like, continue to comment, continue to share, and continue to just keep active here, because you know we're all in this thing together. And let me know your thoughts on this same topic, and yeah, we can talk about it. I would really love to hear what you guys have to say on this topic, because I think that it's a very important topic, and hence the reason that I bring it out today. So don't mind me that I had some laugh in it. Honestly, don't mind me, guys.